Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be doing my Misfits 17 predictions. Finally doing that. It's going to be the final predictions I have, so whatever I say, I will have it set for this event. To kind of give a brief little summary, just kind of like about this event. Or not summary, I don't think summary is the right word, but you get what I mean. Um, I think this card is catered towards UK, Ireland type of audience for this influencer boxing scene. So for people who are in the US side that do follow this influencer boxing stuff, I don't think this card is really catered towards you. That's fine though. I mean, I personally there are some fights on there that I actually do want to see. But I mean, yeah, let's get into it, right? First and foremost, DTG Minicon fighting in that cruiserweight tournament in the first round. I'm gonna give this fight. Listen, I like Minicon. Minicon's I respect him a lot. I met him at Mrs. 13. Good guy, but man, I'm feeling DTG this fight. I don't know what it is. I feel like DTG um I mean, they both, I feel like, have a chip on their shoulder, but I feel it more with DTG than I do with Minicon. I know Minicon got a six pack. Props to him. Good shit on him. I have respect to, like I said, I feel like I said this in every video. I have respect to anyone who gets in the ring at the end of the day. So for him to, be at the lowest, they said the lowest weight he's been in a decade. Yeah, shout out Minicon, man. He's doing his thing. But I'll give it a DTG by decision. I think, like I said, I think he has a chip on his shoulder. He's really been working in the lab. His last performance is very impressive. He holds quite a bit of power for how tall he is, being at 5'8". I believe he's 5'8". Yeah, but I'm gonna give it DTG by decision. The next fight, Mike Edwards, Jay Cornish. Haven't seen, obviously, I haven't really seen their fights. I've really just seen how they've looked against each other in the face-off and their open workouts. And with seeing that, I'm going to go with Mike Edwards. And I want to see how he does in a fight with Mike Edwards. Sorry, my phone just dropped. I'm going to see how he does in a fight with Mike Edwards, Jay Cornish. And if Mike Edwards does really perform well, like he does really well in the ring, man, a Mike Edwards Le'Veon matchup could look good depending on Mike Edwards' performance. Next up on here, right? Ben Williams, Warren Spencer. Now, some people are here wondering either who are both of them, who at least Warren Spencer is. Ben Williams fought back in Misfits 12. Ben Williams is actually a very exciting fighter to watch. I can't lie. Shout out Ben. Would love to interview him one day. But Warren Spencer, he's, I believe, something to do with Andrew Tate. He's like, they said, or Andrew Tate's right-hand man. So somehow affiliated with Andrew Tate. I guess that's how he got on the card. Don't ask me why is he on the card, but he is, like I said. But I think, Ben Williams. I think Ben Williams is gonna take this. I don't know if Warren Spencer has had fights before, but I do think Ben Williams' skill is very high for being an influencer boxer, and I think this dude's a future, man. Ben Williams Jarvis, a future fight would be super sick to see. Hopefully we'll get that on the guitar card, or maybe we'll get it in the early 2025 when Misfits opens up next year. So, yeah, that's going to be my prediction, Ben Williams. Next one, Sami Hamed versus Jesse Clark. I've been seeing on Twitter Jesse Clark is a little bit of an interesting human being for the best way to say it. But I mean, I'm not going to lie. I don't know too much about either of them boxing. It's kind of how it is the first four fights on the card, in my opinion. You don't know what you're going to get within these fights, I would say, outside the Ben Williams one and the DTG Minicon. But I'm gonna go Sami Hamed. Yeah, I mean, listen, he's son of a boxing legend at the end of the day. So that's gonna be my thing. You can really go coin flip, to be honest, on this one. But next one up, HS Tiki Taki going against George Fensum. And man, I do think, in my opinion, George Fensum is. See, there's a difference between nervous and, like, I think he's just scared, to be honest. After when I was watching the face off, George Fensum was preparing to, like, when he was gonna when HS TikTok looked like he was throwing a white or overhand right, um he kind of like curled up. I don't know. And I mean, after the HS TikTok he didn't punch him, he just kind of tackled him. But yeah, I think HS TikTok is just I feel like he's just a fighter at the end of the day. So He doesn't look bad at all when he was shadow boxing on that little clip that I saw. And yeah, I mean he also knocked down Zerka, so I mean shit, I'll give it to him. You know what I mean? Yeah, but I'm gonna go HS on this fight. All right, next one up after that. I think there's a few more fights until the main event, which I'll give my opinion on. AT Gabe Silva. Holy shit. The intensity that's came on in this fight, man, is crazy. Um, yeah, AT's been talking his shit, going after Anderson Silva. Gabe Silva kind of slapped him in the face off. So it's personal. It's very personal there. In this fight, I think my opinion, this is what I think. I don't think Misfits cares who wins on this fight. I don't think they're looking for a particular someone to kind of win. Like I feel like with Misfits they would want. There's like they have like their favorites to win in each fight. Like I'll give you an example right now. For the Ben Williams fight, Misfits would want Ben Williams to win. Danny Aaron's versus Danny Simpson, which I'll get to later. They want Danny Aaron's to win. HS Tikitaki and George Fensom, they want HS Tikitaki to win because they see the vision of them being like future pay-per-view superstars, is what they say. So I think that's who they kind of want. And with this fight, there really isn't anyone like that. You know what I mean? Between AT and Gabe Silva. But anyways, I'm gonna say Anthony Taylor. Anthony Taylor will win this fight. Experienced. He's an experienced fighter at the end of the day. He's gone in the ring with very good. I wouldn't say very good, but boxers who are pretty solid at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I'm talking about Chris Avila here. He went in there with Chris Avila and arguably won the fight. You know what I mean? He's had that. He also got into the ring with Saul Poppy, who's a solid boxer as well. So man, he's been in there, and Gabe Silva, who he went against OJ, and OJ's not a bad boxer at all by all means, but for his expectations, he shouldn't have gone that close with OJ Rose. Just my personal opinion. So I'm gonna go 18 unanimous decision. I don't think it's gonna be a knockout like he did against Samuel Erickson, which was pretty surprising in my opinion. I believe this is the co-main event. I'm not sure what the running order is. Dean the Great versus Dave Fogarty. This is the next fight up. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this. I think Dean the Great's gonna win. Has a powerful right hand. He can knock people out. Has knockout power. Dave Fogarty came from MMA. Hasn't had a boxing match. I think I saw something where he hasn't had a boxing match. So yeah, I'm gonna give it to Dean. I think it's just boxer, MMA fighter in a boxing match. Pretty simple there. And then Danny Aaron's versus Danny Simpson. You know what? This could be a good first fight for Danny Aaron's. They got, their little bet on the line. Danny Aaron's wins. He gets this like medal from Danny Simpson. Don't really follow soccer like that. And if Danny Simpson wins, he gets that golden play button from Danny Aaron's. So, yeah, I mean, you know what? Listen, I'm going to go with Danny Aaron's. I got my faith in you. Simpson, he has had a boxing experience before, while this is Danny Aaron's first fight. And, I mean, and I feel like, with Danny Aaron's is what I've seen in pads and everything. He doesn't look too bad at all. You know what I mean? Obviously, he doesn't look the best. He doesn't look the worst, though, in my opinion. Pads obviously don't win fights. I would like to see more footage of Danny Aaron's, but people are saying that this guy's working hard. So you know what? Listen, I'm going to go on the hype train. Yeah. So those are the fights. Those are my predictions at the end of the day. Hopefully, hey, I go 8 for 8 in this card. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's how I feel about all these fights. If you guys like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. It would really help out within the YouTube algorithm. Yeah, and I mean, I just hit 1,000 subscribers. Goal, actually, the next goal is 10,000. So if you guys can help me out with that, I really appreciate it. Anyways, I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.